and everything. And when you worked, were you paid for that, or you were just, or you had to pay because it has people who has to pay the supervision? How was that?
So it actually varies as well. So for me personally, when I first started, I had passed my first class, and everyone in the class who received an A got an offer to be part of a practicum opportunity. So I applied to the opportunity and I got accepted, and it counted as a class. So I wasn't paid for it. I actually had to pay for the class,
Mhm.
and I had to pass the class too. So I had to, prove that I was learning these concepts in practical applications. But that was during my undergrad. After that class was over, they extended me an offer to work as a therapist and get paid. So there I was collecting the hours and being supervised. It wasn't as intensive. So I believe when I was in the practicum, I was receiving around 20% of my hours supervised. It was very intense supervision. But when I was working, it reduced around to 5 to 10%. So I wasn't paying for supervision, but I wasn't getting as much percentage of it supervised, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
A lot of companies in the US cover that as part of your benefits as an employee. So as an RBT, if you're studying in your master's and you're working towards it, your supervisors, it comes, usually free. But I have heard of certain states where BCBAs charge to supervise, even if you work for the company. And what will happen sometimes is it varies. So some people will give you that 5% is covered, but anything extra that you want to receive, you have to pay for.
Okay.
There's
But
also people who, I'm sorry?
okay, but you are it has cases that you are hired for that from that company, and the
Right.
company provides sometimes they
5%.
provide, yes,
Exactly.
but sometimes even the 5% they do not provide.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, so they are required to do that 5%. It is part
Oh,
of working, but some places will make the therapist pay for their supervision. It's very few. There's been a big push to include it as a benefit.